Well, good morning and welcome to Friday morning, the 20th of May today. Today's devotion is entitled The Dignity of Humility. The Dignity of Humility. The verse that's quoted in the opening here is Psalm 115, verse 1. Not to us, Lord, not to us, but to your name be the glory, because of your love and faithfulness. Not to us, Lord, not to us, but to your name be the glory, because of your love and faithfulness. It's amazing how we crave glory and fame. We secretly want to impress others, and we enjoy knowing when we've impressed them. I'm as guilty as anyone, and the motivations within me are the part of me I trust the least. Recently, I've been asking myself afresh, why am I doing what I'm doing? Is it really for the Lord, or is it mostly for me? Psalm 115, verse 1 is a good prayer for us to offer. Not to us, Lord, not to us, but to your name be the glory. A couple of Sundays ago, I preached from Philippians chapter 2, verses 2 and 3, where Paul wrote, "Make my joy complete by being like-minded, having the same love, being one in spirit and of one mind. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves." How surprising. The great apostle Paul admitted that his joy was incomplete. It was missing something. It wasn't as full and fulfilling as it should be. His joy was diminished by the divisions within the Philippian church. He asked them to work out their differences and to be humble toward one another so that his joy would be complete. Division diminishes our joy. When our marriages, homes, friendships, churches, or nations are divided, it lessens our happiness and sense of well-being. When our relationships and those around us are harmonious and happy, it makes our joy complete. This involves humility, doing nothing out of selfish ambition or empty conceit. Perhaps you need a humbler attitude toward your spouse, your parents, or your associates at work. There is a dignity to humility. Little is gained by being stubborn or acting rudely. In fact, those attitudes, most common in our world, are marks of immaturity. Katharine Graham, longtime publisher of the Washington Post, was asked, "Ms. Graham, you have hosted all the great leaders around the world. What is the single most important trait of all great leaders?" Instant she replied, "The absence of arrogance." I recall hearing the late Billy Graham once say that he had to be very careful about the publicity and recognition attached to his ministry, for God had told him, "I am the Lord, that is my name. I will not yield my glory to another." Isaiah 42:8. And why should the Lord receive every ounce of the glory? Because of his love and faithfulness. He has many other qualities, of course, and all of them worthy of praise. But in Psalm 115, verse 1, the writer was caught up in the wonder of God's love and faithfulness, and he glorified God with all his heart. Take a moment to offer the same prayer aloud. Not to us, Lord, not to us, but to your name be the glory, because of your love and faithfulness. The closing quote comes from Thomas Watson. To trust in ourselves is to build upon quicksands, but the truth of God is a golden pillar for faith. He abideth faithful. Food for thought, for sure. When we try and promote ourselves, we're walking into that trap of pride. And it causes us to do things that put us on dangerous ground, promoting ourselves, wanting others to think well of us, and doing all of that for their look. Jesus talked to the Pharisees about that they have all the praise they're ever going to get from people when they do it for the recognition of others. But it struck me too as I read this morning, that when we do that for others, when we promote them, when we portray them as great and the answer to all of our problems, we're not helping them. We're not helping them. We're putting them in that same place where we're giving them the glory that goes to God. And we're making them desire the glory that goes to God. In our culture right now, we make much of people. We portray people as the answer to our problems, the ones who are going to solve everything. Dangerous ground, and just flat out not true. For it is the Lord who receives, who deserves that honor and glory. And it's Him, not to us. Not just individually, but as human beings put together. Not to us, O Lord, be the glory, but to your name, because of who you are, because of your love and faithfulness. Blessings to you today. There is dignity in humility.